Yeah.
Was she your girlfriend?
Yeah.
How long did you go out with her?
A day.
A day? A day? That sounds like some of my relationships.
Grandpa!
Whoa! Get that damn thing out of the way. Jesus Christ. Why would you put a penguin right in my driving spot?
And there's a curb there? The driveways are there and there?
Look, lady, get off my back. I'm an old man. What happened to the customer's always right?
Yeah, well, you ain't right about running over the penguin.
Why would they put the penguin in my spot?
And you ran over the penguin.
You put a penguin in my spot!
You ran over the penguin! What are you talking about?
Well, you don't have to yell at me.
Can I get out?
Stay in the car, Billy. And watch this.
You can't, look, buddy, you're not going anywhere. You're fixing the thing. That's all I'm telling you.
I'm going to eat.
You're not going anywhere.
Watch out for the penguin, sir.
No, I think. You already hit the penguin. Listen to me, you're gonna fix that penguin, bro. Whether you like it or not, believe me, you're gonna fix it.
Nope. I mean, if I was fixing it, you'd see me fixing it, but I'm not fixing it.
Welcome, family and friends. You are awesome to take the time and to maneuver the roads of Baja to come down here and celebrate Mitch's 80th. He loves a party, and especially when it's his, and in his favorite place on earth, Baja. He has had this love affair with this area for about 55 years. When we were first married and I was a flight attendant, I often would come off of a 3-day trip wanting nothing more than to take a shower and get some rest, and I'd pull into the driveway and he'd have that camper packed and friends waiting in their car for us to take off for Baja. So we've been doing this for quite a while. Experienced a lot of wonderful things and have created some great memories down there. All of the children learned to drive by the age of 10 on the beaches or the dirt roads in Baja. They've learned how to light up toilets or put bombs in toilets in the dump. I'm not real proud of that one. They have learned enough Spanish to bail themselves out in town when they get pulled over for driving the dune buggies underage. A lot of varied and wonderful memories come from this place. We might be able to do it again if Mitch's predictions are correct. He often tells me he's going to live to be 100. So keep your passports current. I want to thank my son Brent for making this possible. I know it was a lot of work and a lot of changes occurred because of COVID, but so grateful that you did this and that your dad will carry this treasured memory for the rest of his life. Hope you all have a great time and get acquainted or reacquainted with old friends and make some new.
Happy birthday, Dad. When I think of you, the first word that comes to mind is gratitude. I'm so grateful for you and for your love and your support that you've given all of us throughout the years. You are always present, whether it was when we were children growing up, through raising our own children, so supportive, always there for us. Looking back on memories throughout the years, so many fond memories, there's too many to count. One that stands out in my mind is I loved pre-running with you in the Baja, whether it was Parker, Baja, Las Vegas, all the races. I loved that time that I got to spend with you, and then actually being able to co-drive with you in the Baja 250, and my sole job was to hit the horn to give whoever it was in front of us a fair warning before you drilled them from behind and knocked them off the course, and we would continue on. And I think that race we took fourth. It was pretty awesome. Learning to ski with you on a paved road with snow, going down a steep hill, to encouraging us to learn to water ski, always present at our sports activities. We could hear you loud and clear from the stands, Dad. You are just a true role model for our children, for our sons, and I'm thankful for that. We are all so blessed to have you in our lives, and for that I'm so thankful. And also very thankful that we could all be in Mexico together to celebrate you in your very favorite place on earth, Dad. Happy birthday, and here's to many more years together. I love you.
Papa Mitch, happy birthday. Well, it's finally here. Hopefully you're surprised and as happy as I'll get out. But just wanted to say a few words about you. I mean, obviously everybody here, you mean a lot to. You've done a lot for. But for me, we've done a lot of great things over the years. But there's been 5 very important things that have happened to me in my life. And you have been there for every one of them. From the first of when I asked your daughter to marry me, up in Sundance, you were all there, and you were there and kind of had to track you down at the last second to get your permission, but we made it happen, and that was the first. And then the next 4 were the birth of all my children. You were there every time, no matter if you had to travel from California to Arizona or just down to the local hospital. You were there every time, and I thank you for that, because you have done a wonderful job raising your family. I could not ask for a better father-in-law. It's like buying a house you can't buy your neighbors. Just like when you marry your wife, you kind of inherit the parents, and I am so lucky to be able to have inherited you. You've built a great family. You've been a phenomenal father-in-law to me. You've been a phenomenal papa to all my kids. You've been there for all their sporting events, hunting, taking them to Baja. You've just done so many things with them over the years that are just so great, Mitch. So I just want to thank you for all that. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being there for me, helping me as I go through life, being a dad with a wife and kids. You've been a tremendous role model, and hopefully, I can raise my family the way you did yours. But thank you very much. You've been a blessing to have around, and I'm looking forward to many more years having you around, listening to your bullshit, your nervous stutter when you get busted. But hey, happy birthday. I love you, and thank you for everything you've done, and I hope you're having a wonderful time.
Happy birthday, Dad. It's hard for me to put into words just how much you mean to me, and how grateful I am for who you are and what you've meant to me in my life. Your love and the sacrifice of your time are a foundation and an extreme blessing in my life that is being multiplied in the lives of our children. So Dad, I thank you that you always put family first, that we were always a priority, and I know that your presence and your involvement in my life has had a tremendous impact, and that I'm so grateful for. There's so many memories, Dad, over the years, from all of the vacations that we took, from Yosemite to Sundance, Mexico, for sure, the river. Those memories are just something I'll always treasure. We had some big memories, but I think some of the things that are most important to me that really stand out are just your presence and your involvement in the everyday things. And something that really has impacted me is that from when we were little, you coached our sports teams, and then as we went into club sports and high school and even on to college, when you walked in the gym, there was just this level of comfort, and it's almost like I could take a sigh of relief knowing that you were there. Your encouragement and your support is like none other, and I'll never forget that, and I see you do that with my kids. I see you do it with all the other grandchildren, and it means so much, Dad, and I just love that. I love that memory that I'll always have, and I know our kids will too. And so I just love you, Dad. I thank you for the countless lessons that you have taught me over the years that I know I will try to pass on, and generation after generation will be impacted by those lessons. So happy birthday, Dad. I love you.
Mitch, or Dwayne, as I like to refer to him. Wanted to talk to you about some of my favorite memories that I have of us and being a part of this family. The first one I think that comes to mind is the one I talked about at Chris's eulogy. The time that we took Chris's motorhome down to Ensenada, and we were going dove hunting on the Mexican ranch down there. It had been raining for about 3 days straight, and we were not equipped with the tires that were on that motorhome to be able to get to where we wanted to go. And Chris was very nervous and was suggesting that we go back. And I remember very clearly that you were driving and Chris was saying no, and at the same time he said no, you hit the gas, and we took off. And I think we were stuck for about 36 hours after that, trying to get dug out with a tractor. And I remember that as just a really, just the first kind of introduction to being a part of the Mitchell clan here. And it takes me to, when I think about you, Mitch, the word that comes to mind is unabashed. And you are definitely never embarrassed. You don't regret much of anything, and have an amazing amount of confidence. And I love that about you. And I think the second memory that I was thinking about before as well was when we had La Bamba off the coast of Dana Point, and the engine freezed up on us. And all I can remember is you on the CB yelling, "Mayday, Mayday," La Bamba drifting into the rocks, and the rescue boat had to come and get us, and that was another favorite memory. I don't know why they're all life-threatening memories, really, that come to mind. But I wish you happy birthday, happy 80th. I wish you many more, and I appreciate you being the man that you are, the father that you are, and especially for me, the daughter that you raised in Gretchen. So happy birthday, and thank you.
Happy birthday, Dad. This has been a long time coming. Glad we're finally able to pull it off. Most memorable moment, that's a tall order. There's been a lot, but I think the one that stands out the most for me was 2 years ago when we decided to do the Nora Mexican 1000, and Big John finally talked us into it. And I remember you calling me. I was in the car, and you were pitching me on the race, and we were going to prep the Paydos car, and you were getting kind of done with your spiel, and I said, "So what's your game plan? Are you going to chase for us?" And you said, "The hell I'm going to chase. I'm driving." And I remember thinking, "Oh shit, Stacy and Gretchen are going to be really pissed." And Nana's not going to be happy either. But you were adamant about driving, and I remember when the race day came and we were the second stage, and we're getting ready to get in the car, and I could tell you were nervous as hell, and I was nervous, and we were pulling out of the pit, and you were in third instead of first gear, and we nearly got the car stuck in front of our entire chase team and a bunch of other racers. And I remember thinking, great, if this is any indication of how the day is going to go, this is going to be a long day. But You know what was so cool for me was, you know, the first couple miles, you know, I was tense. I kept yelling at you if you're okay, and you're like, I'm fine, and I'll never forget, as soon as you saw the first car or the first bit of dust from the car ahead of you, it was like somebody took the paddles and hit you, and you got right into your groove. It was like you were 30 years old again, and we peeled off, I think, 3 cars in the first 10 miles, and I remember you came up on the first car, and I'm like, you can't hit him, it's Nora, you know, you can't hit him. And you're like, well, hit the damn tracker, tell him to get out of my way. And that was, it was an awesome experience for me, but, you know, I remember looking down when we hit Diablo Dry Lake and seeing that GPS read 84 miles an hour. And it was very surreal for me to be sitting in the passenger seat with my 78-year-old father, doing 84 miles an hour, hauling ass down Diablo Dry Lake. That was pretty cool. But the best part about that day for me was coming into San Felipe and crossing the finish line with you driving at your favorite place on earth. That was pretty awesome, and one of the happiest days of my life. And you know, I was also asked what do I like most about Papa, and I appreciate your genuine love for family, and you know, since I was a kid and even till now, you never missed an event, never missed a sport, a game, a performance, and it's the same way with the grandkids. And I know if you had it your way, you'd have the entire family over for dinner every single night if you could. And the way you and Mom have always put us kids first and put the grandkids first, I really admire that. So I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Papa. So happy that we finally get to celebrate you. You scared us a little bit with COVID, and I'll never forget what Brent told me when he was just really scared with everything that you were going through, and he just said that you're his hero and he wasn't ready to say goodbye to you. I will never forget that moment. I'm so glad that you're healthy and you made it through everything, and we're here finally celebrating you and your 80th. I would say one of my most memorable moments with you, it's hard just to pick one, but I love when in Mexico and at the river, you're teaching, you know, Blake and Haley how to drive, how to fish, teaching Blake how to hunt, just spending that time and having the patience with the kids, looking, you know, just watching you do that with the kids. It's just some of my best moments, and you know, some of the things that I love about you are just your heart and your love for family and friends. I just love that you have always made me feel part of this family. And I'll never forget when we were in Mexico, in the kitchen, just having breakfast one morning, and you had told me that morning that I'm, you know, more like a daughter to you and not a daughter-in-law, and that means so much to you, or it means so much to me. I definitely feel the same way with you. You're like a second father to me. I just love you. Again, so happy that we're finally able to celebrate you, that we're all in Mexico in this beautiful place, a place that you love. Finally celebrating you, and you know, everyone here loves you so much, and you've had such an impact on everybody here. So love you, and happy 80th.
What's up, Pops? Happy birthday. By the time you're watching this, I hope we pulled the surprise off. It's probably, we've been planning this since last March when you took us all to Arizona for spring break. So at this point, we pulled it off. And as you can tell, you've impacted a lot of people. Let's see, most memorable moment. There's a lot. I remember from 8th grade when everyone wanted to be in my group because you were chaperoning our DC trip, and they all knew who Papa Mitch was, and they all wanted to be with Papa Mitch, probably more than they wanted to be with me. And honestly, just all the memories where you've taught me just kind of to grow up to who I am today. Probably gotta thank you a lot for that. Probably the thing I like, or one of the things I like about you the most is probably how you're always there at every game, whether you're yelling at the refs or getting in fights with other fans. It meant a lot that you're always there supporting us. And I mean, even in college when I'm calling you at the bars because there's a girl there that doesn't believe that you're from Arkansas, and you guys end up having a conversation for 10 minutes while I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. You've always been there for me, and I really appreciate that. So happy birthday. I'm glad we pulled this off. One last thing is, you told me once I was able to bullshit a bullshitter like yourself, I've made it in life. And this past month and a half, me bullshitting you the whole time, I think I'm surpassing you. So once again, happy birthday. Love you, Pops, and I hope you enjoy the night.
Happy birthday, Pops. I'm stoked that everyone was able to make it down here for your birthday. It's even better that I know how to bullshit a bullshitter now. I mean, I've always known, but Tucker just learned how. I've heard him and Uncle Brent, throughout the past couple months talking about this, and it's awesome to see everyone here celebrating you. When Tucker asked me to think of my most memorable moment with you, everything that came to my mind was fly fishing, riding dirt bikes out in the desert, snowboarding, building my first skateboard rail. And looking back, you have been there with me doing everything that I love to do. No matter what it is, you've backed me up 110%. And you've gone on, chaperone for our field trips. You've, made a name here at the university, back home at San Clemente, St. Margaret's. I mean, you're a legend around here, and I'm stoked to be a part of it. And I'm super, super glad that I'm your grandson, and most of all, that I get to call you my papa. And I'll never forget the day you taught me, how to give a proper handshake, and that's something that will stick with me for the rest of my life. Happy birthday, Papa.
Hey, Papa, happy birthday. I'm so sad that I can't be in Mexico with you all. It's really cold here in Missouri. It snowed yesterday, so I'm really jealous that you guys are all on the beach together. I miss you so much, and I can't wait to see you at Thanksgiving. But I just wanted to share a few memories that I have with you over the years, and it's really hard to pick just one. I feel so lucky to have had so many memories with you. That's not something that a lot of people can say about their grandparents, so I really truly feel so lucky. Thank you for having such a huge impact on all of our lives, and just being so invested and just really pushing me to be the best person that I can be in all areas of life. And I know that I can say that about all the grandchildren. We all feel the same way. So it's really hard to choose just one memory with you. There's so many, from homemade ice cream to homemade pina coladas on your porch, and you just cheering me on at every single volleyball game, and taking me to my Indian Princesses Disney dance because my dad was Emma's date and I needed a date, and you brought corsage to my door. But the memory that probably takes the cake is the river incident with the dune buggy. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I know everybody knows the story, but sorry for breaking the air conditioning. And that's really one of the funniest memories I have to this day, honestly. So yeah, I hope you have a great day and a great trip. I love you so much.
Hi, Papa. Happy birthday. My favorite memory with you is when you helped me pass my driver's test and I locked your keys inside your car and we had to call AAA to get your keys out. My favorite thing about you is when you're always there for me and when you're helping me out, and your smart-ass comments. Happy birthday, Papa.
Hi, Papa. One of my favorite memories of you is making homemade ice cream down in San Felipe with all the cousins. And I just always love how memorable you make my birthday down there. I remember one time you went all the way into town to get a piñata for me. It ended up being a Dora piñata, but I still loved it, and it was just one of my favorite birthdays down there. I appreciate you so much and love you.
Hey Papa, one of my most favorite memories with you is when I got your truck stuck in the soft sand in Mexico. I thought I was screwed and I was so nervous to call you because I thought you'd be mad. When you found out, you just were laughing and you thought it was the funniest thing. Instead of helping us get it out, you just sat there and said, well, figure it out. And I love that because it allowed us to learn important lessons, and just you let us always figure stuff out on our own. Another thing is I love how you're always there for us and always at our practices and games, and you always make it such an effort to be a big part of our lives. I love you so much. Happy birthday.
Hi, Papa. Happy birthday. One of my favorite memories with you is when we were in Sundance skiing and you forced me to go to the backside, which I did not want to do. And as we got to the backside, we were skiing down and everything was going good, and then I yard sailed. My skis went everywhere, and I looked to find you flying down the mountain, not even worried about me. As I started crying, I didn't know what to do. I gathered my skis and put them back on and skied down the mountain, crying. As I got to the bottom, I saw you just sitting there, not worried at all. And this is one of my favorite memories because you pushed me to get out of my comfort zone. And something I really like about you is how you're always there, you always show up, and you always push me to try new things, and you're never worried about the outcome. You always believe in me and hope the best for me.
Hi Papa, happy birthday. Wish you the best birthday you could have here in Mexico. My favorite memory with you has to be when we were in Parker and you were teaching me how to drive the white buggy, and we were coming down a hill, and at the bottom of the hill there was a tree and then a turn, and you had to make the turn to like go around the tree. And it was right by the wash, and I was coming down and I hit the clutch instead of the brake, so I went right into the tree. And you go, do you know what you are right now, Blake? And I go, no. And you go, you're SOL. And I was like, what's that? And you said, you'll find out later. One of the most things I like about you is how kind you are to new people you meet. And with me, if I'm doing something bad, you'll tell me if I'm wrong, but you're still super nice, but you're also strict. And have a great birthday, and I love you so much.
One of my most memorable moments with Papa is when he taught me how to ride the Red Quad in Mexico. And one of my favorite things about him is how he's always there for us, and he's never missed one school event or one sport event, and I really love that about him, how he's like always present.
Hey Mitch, Diana and I really wish we could be down there with you guys this weekend. Can't wait to hear all about it. Well, by the way, this morning I checked this out on Google and verified it on Snopes. This is now officially the longest birthday celebration in history. That makes sense. You are the king, El Jefe. So anyway, happy birthday, brother. Love you. Bye.
Happy birthday.